Hey, TGOD, baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We throwing hundreds, we going insane. Pouring this. Yeah, homies got me pouring this. We get awards, but we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot, and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
I'm alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Chubb. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. They go up the middle with Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Here we go.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 4th down, Mond able to connect with Dotson. And he is going to have a Washington first down. They didn't get a lot, but they do convert on 4th. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Come on, 38. 5, 6. Ready?
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Mon looks to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Here's Mon. They're going for it. That's to his running back, complete. They find some open field here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Now Mon. Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Commanders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. This defense for the Commanders, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
On 2nd and inches, Mills. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. And now we're getting a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Mills. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter. It's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Ready? 43 round.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Bond going to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Up the middle, it's Chubb. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mon. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, we're listening so far as the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Off the play fake, Mon. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown. Logan Thomas from 19 yards away. And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Texans at 6-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Mills to throw it. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On play action, Mills. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. They go play action. Mills. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Montez Sweat gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Fourth down, Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Mons throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Mon now off of play action. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Play action now, Mills. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Off the play fake, Mills sliding out of the pocket. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Washington. Nick Chubb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away from the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Pulls it in at the 13. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mills finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 2nd and 9, Mills. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't done it to the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here?
Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You can admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it. You know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball knocked free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Watch out now, 50 furious.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. Touchdown! Logan Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Allen. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try to draw now with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll score. Touchdown, Commanders. Logan Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Commanders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
2 yards, good enough for a first. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Allen now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
This one taken just inside the 10. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Tremont Smith. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Going for it with Pierce.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurry.
They'll set up a throw.
Complete, it's Dodson.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down. 52 Glasgow. Drill 52.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Darren Stingley picks it.
And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that. But this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
They go play action here. Mon
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
In motion goes the tight end.
On 4th down, Mon. This pass complete to McLaurin going across the middle.
And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Allen from the gun on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Sly on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 11. Here's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Allen, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give running right is Chubb. 181 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Let's go now. 43 rail.
Now Chubb running right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Defensively, it was Tremont Smith with a tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Ready?
They run it again with Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Slide for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's Pierce. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camp, your off season.